Today we're at the Toronto Zoo and we're gonna try something different, try some wildlife photography. We have a super telephoto Sigma 500mm f5.6. This lens is significantly light and pretty slim and compact for a telephoto of this aperture and this focal length. So let's get out here shooting. I think Anthony has a little challenge for us.
So there are 7 different photos, and the idea is that there's some room for interpretation. So if you want to shoot like a furry animal, if you want to shoot a bird flying, we don't know what we're going to see today. Wildlife photography is very unpredictable. Now, we are in a zoo, so there's kind of like a little bit of cheating, I guess, because we know where the animals are going to be, but they might not all be out. So we don't know what photos we're going to get.
Look how big this eagle is. Look at him up there.
You're gonna use it as one of your challenge photos? Oh yeah.
So we have this snow leopard. I think it's a snow leopard hiding there. The problem with shooting and you have all these fences in the way is that you get the fence in the shot. The nice thing about these telephoto lenses is you can limit their focus range. So it's not focusing on things 10 meters and before, or if you know your animal is super far, you'd want to switch it into maybe 10 meters and infinity. And then that way it only focuses to things 10 meters and further. Or if you're shooting things closer and you don't want it to hunt on further away subjects, then you can, bring it a little bit closer, 3 meters to 10 meters, useful feature. There's 2 things that I'm really starting to like about this 500mm the more that I shoot with it. One of them being that it's a 500mm prime, so the photos are extremely sharp. It also has a constant aperture of f5.6. Most telephoto lenses, super telephoto lenses, are variable aperture, like let's say 5.6 to f11 or something like that, unless you step it up to the really, really expensive lenses. This one here, constant aperture f5.6, and with the compression of this telephoto lens and the fast aperture, you can get some insane bokeh in your photos. The second one being that it's actually significantly light and compact. For example, Taha here has the Fujifilm 150 to 600. It is a variable aperture of f5.6 to f8, and because it is zoom, it is a little bit bigger, but it is a bigger and heavier lens compared to this. You can see just how big of a difference this really is.
Stefano,
Yeah,
where are we going?
we're heading to see the wolves. I think they're like Arctic wolves or something, but we gotta keep checking shots off our checklist. We already got the bird photo. I don't know what he named it, but we got one of the eagle. Now there's one up there that is furry friends, I think it is. And right here, Arctic wolves we're about to see, and there's literally one sleeping right behind me. I don't know if you can see that, but he's up there. So we're gonna go get our furry friend shot. There's our furry friends. If you take a look right here, we have a polar bear swimming in the water. The problem here is it is really, really tight, so it is hard to get a shot with the 500 unless you're getting a super close-up photo of his face.
This is so cool.
think we lost Anthony, Will, and Rich.
Yeah, getting lost at the zoo is not on my bingo card.
So we might be lost at the zoo. We're trying to find everyone. But so far, we're having a pretty good day. I'm not going to lie. It's tough shooting with the 500 millimeter because there's a lot of enclosures that are small, and then there's the bigger enclosures. So like, for example, the polar bears, I can shoot it from down here. But the ones when we're inside places, or like some enclosures are very small where you can't shoot with a 500 millimeter. So then I'm switching to like the 70-200. I'm switching to my wide angle. As for the lens, really, really good build quality, light, smaller than a lot of these other lenses that everyone else brought out. However, this is not a review of this lens, and I won't review this lens because I think the person to review this lens is an actual wildlife photographer or motorsport photographer, not someone who shoots portraits. This is just fun for me. And if you're wondering what we're shooting on today or what the setup is, we are shooting on the Sony a7 IV, which I'm using to make the video. I should have brought two bodies today, but I didn't. So that's why you see, the lens on my shoulder, and then I'm using my other wide angle lens for this video. So we're using the Sony a7 IV with the Sigma 500 millimeter f5.6. And then we also have the 70-200 with us, f2.8, the new one. And then we have my 24-70, and I have my wide angle with me. We found them. Guys, we thought we were lost.
You're not lost.
We've only been to like 5 exhibits and we only have like 2 more hours. I don't know what we've been doing this whole time. Look at these guys though. Look at our dogs.
There were two animals that I was really excited to see today. One being a lion, my favorite animal, and second being a monkey. Saw my favorite animal in the entire world, a lion. They're back there.
Back there is pretty good. Can they see him?
I don't think it's hard for them to see him.
Did you show him yet?
But they were.
Show him with the super zoom. It's super telephoto.
Beautiful lions. Not gonna lie, such a cool moment.
Okay, we got to the zoo at about 10, and it's about 2 o'clock now. We've been shooting for about 4 hours now. And here's what I've learned so far. First, being definitely shoot in continuous burst. These animals move around a lot. Things are going on. We just saw a baboon fight happen. And to capture that shot, we need to be shooting in continuous burst, drive mode.
Burst.
Second, you need a telephoto lens to capture these animals, especially if you do want to separate them from the background. You want to get a little bit closer up, a little bit more personal with them. Shutter priority. I've been shooting with manual.
It's because you're better than all of us. He could use his f5.6 Sigma to get those baboons just like purely cut out against the background. You know what? He did.
They're just jealous of me.
No, you're better.
And number 3, definitely use the viewfinder, not only to see your shot a little bit more clearly, but also to steady yourself out. When you're using these long telephoto lenses, your hands can be shaky and you can't stabilize your shot as much as you can with a wider lens. So definitely use your viewfinder. It acts as a third point of contact. Yeah. And last tip, if your camera has it, if you're shooting on a new Sony or even the Canon cameras or Fuji cameras, they have subject tracking. And most often than not, they have animal subject tracking. So if you are out shooting wildlife, switch it into animal tracking. That way your autofocus performs how it should be and you get sharp photos of any animal.
I just really want there to be dinosaurs. Like imagine being in that and it's like the Jurassic.
What is that?
What? That is a groundhog, sir. Look at it. Show him the groundhog.
Giraffes over there.
What'd you get, Rich?
Huh?
What'd you get?
Giraffes.
Giraffes?
Yeah.
Look at this giraffe. Well, that's a full day shooting at the Toronto Zoo. Everyone had telephoto lenses. I'm excited to go back home and edit these photos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more photography content, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, let me know down below if you have a favorite photo that I took today. We need like the you know, like the Lion King audio, like so that one.
Yeah, that one.
We need that
We
one.
might get copyright.
this.
Careful. That was really good singing. They might copyright strike
If
here.
you're going
Hey,
to
man.
Africa, all you need is the song Africa. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away.
From Toto.
Yeah.